Welcome to Friday Fails. If you're new here, what we do is we take subscriber submitted videos, we break them down to give you a little idea of how not to bust your butts, right? You don't want to be busting your butts.
Don't do it.
Crashing, no breaking no arms, no breaking no toes, no breaking no fingers, none of that, right? So if you want to submit a video, you can click the link in the description and we have a place where you can send it to our email. There's a lot coming in, so if you don't want to, that's okay too. I got this guy all scared. My backhands are strong. You know what I mean?
That hurts.
All right, let's get right into it. We have Gustavo, right? Are we going top to bottom or bottom to top? All right, let's get right into it. We've got no reply entry form. Jesse Gardens. Hey guys, I love your Friday Fails. I might have one for you. Greetings from Canada. All right, let's do this. To top, right? Here we go. To the top. Ooh, look how pretty it is there. Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Here we go.
Ripping.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna need to call in a lawyer for that case. Dude, I like how he just popped right up out of that though. There was no laying on the ground right there.
I'm just bringing it back.
You were riding very aggressive. And I like that.
You just pulled that thing.
That was like a table to table or something?
I don't know what it was. Hard to tell.
It looked big. Face is rutted. Ripping.
I think it was just a double, right?
Whatever it was big. It was a huck.
It's a little blurry in our video here, but looks like to me, technique-wise, just pulled the handlebars to his hips. But you cased the jump, so it doesn't matter if you pulled him to that or not. You were still gonna go for a ride either way. Definitely, if you do have good control and you can land the back tire first, it seems like that you can recover out of one of those type of cases. Like you cased on the front side of the jump, so you kind of want to land back wheel first, let that front tire hit, and then you're going to balance a ways typically. But this one, you're going so fast. I don't know that if you did this perfectly. I don't know if Ken Roczen cased the jump like this. He'd probably be all right, but in general, not your top 1%, 0.1%. Most people would crash on this jump the way you did it. So yeah. I think the biggest tip is, get more drive from the corner, make sure you have good confidence that you can clear a jump that big. And also maybe spend some time on casing smaller jumps so you understand how to make that back wheel drop first and land with the gas on and drive through the landing. I think that's about it. If you would maybe landed with the gas wide open, it may have avoided that buck and just drove you
Panic rev that puppy.
Boom, land. A lot of times you'll loop out too, so it's kind of it's hard to case jump going that fast and survive. But I'm glad you're okay. You pop right up on your feet. What do you think? Anything?
Yeah, like you mentioned, I think just attacking your landing and that mitigates some of that downward force and turns it into forward momentum. So sometimes you don't land quite as hard when you land hard on the gas and power through the landing. That's the only thing. I didn't really hear rev limiter or anything right before we landed.
All right, guys, shopmxf.com. We got stuff coming in left and right. For anybody that's placed their order, you should be getting all your stuff and maybe have already gotten it. If you would like to if you'd like to cool, you need to come with us. shopmxf.com. Peace.
I like it.
All right, fail number 2. We got Gustavo Franklin here. Hi guys, this video is showing a friend of mine, of course, trying to clear this tabletop. We call him Danny Boy.
Danny Boy.
But please, can you guys tell us what happened here? Absolutely. Danny Boy coming right up.
With a nickname like that, I bet Danny Boy is gonna have a great video for us.
Oh yeah.
Good looking dirt there.
Oh yeah, great dirt.
Wow, I don't know where you're riding, but it is
beautiful.
sick.
Look at that mountains in the back. Are you kidding me?
Oh!
Oh, that went about as good as it gets for that.
Those crashes are never fun.
All right, let's back it up to the landing. Let's back it up to the face, see if we see any flaws in the technique going off the face.
Pretty
Not
good.
bad,
Pretty
really.
solid, pretty solid. We even hit the brake tap right up at the apex of the jump there. I think it's just, well, timing's a little off.
He leaned the front wheel first? Yeah, both wheels at the same time. There's your issue. Both wheels at the same time, a little bit sideways. Ooh, not good. Yeah, so if you would have went front wheel first or back wheel first, you had a much better chance of riding out of that. For whatever reason, when both wheels hit at the same time, it just bounces rather than absorbs. If you can think about separating your absorption between your legs, front wheel, back wheel, that's gonna be like, you're like laying that out a little further, right? If you hit it all at once, everything's taking the blow at once, then it just rebounds at once. So I think that you disperse energy if you go one wheel, two wheel, and then your legs the most. So anytime you're casing something, I think in this scenario, even if you were a little sideways, front wheel high would have been the best case scenario. Because then you can use your body to counter the bike from kicking back. When it's hitting the ground, just bouncing right back up, what's happening is the bike's coming back up towards you as you're collapsing down on it because it's such a hard hit. And so you don't control any of the feedback the bike's giving you at all by pushing your body into it. It's too late, it's too hard of a hit. And so I think that even your technique, even your positioning come off the face looked pretty good. You just came up a little short, and guess what? Most people land a little sideways all the time. Like, you don't ever land perfectly straight. Very rarely do you. And so this isn't necessarily a bad thing. You just cased a jump with both wheels at the same time and couldn't control the force that was coming back towards you. So the bike bounced you and you just kind of slid it out, which was kind of a better crash than it could have been. You just low-sided, which was nice. Yeah. What are you thinking? Anything else there?
Man, you nailed it right there.
I nailed it.
You nailed
pop,
it.
Pop, 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 pop.
No,
I was nailing it. Oh yeah. Like
nail gun.
Like a nail gun.
We're not trying to promote violence on this channel. Nope,
nail guns only. All right, man. That was good. All right, good. But anyways, we got a fail submitted from YZ_8005. Shout out, go follow that page with that human. All right, we're getting it started. This is already real.
Oh boy, it's not looking great.
Bad. Probably slid out one off the face because it looks a little sandy and maybe even a little rocky.
Oh my lord.
Oh, well, I mean,
pretty good dismount.
Yeah, you got away from the bike okay. All right, let's see what went wrong here. Let's see, we came off the jump a little sideways. Pretty common. It looks like we landed with both wheels at the same time.
Yeah. And
so just as the fail before, landing with both wheels at the same time, anytime you're gonna take a big impact is not great. Yeah. Anytime you wanna land both wheels at the same time is gonna be if you're smoothly landing down the downside of the jump. And even then, a little front wheel first is gonna give you a little better feel. And you're sideways, the body collapsed, and
leg came off.
Leg came off. I mean, honestly, there's not much we could tell you to do to fix that other than make sure that you're practicing jumping jumps without the back end going one way or another. I don't know what the face of the jump looks like or what you did wrong in the face of the jump, so it's hard for us to tell you how to fix that part. But maybe it's just find a smaller jump, perfect your jumping technique. Make sure you're dropping your heels. A common mistake is if you don't let your weight go into your feet going up the face of the jump, then you lose traction on the back tire. Once you lose traction on that back tire, it's trying to find something to catch. Right? Wow. So if there's any groove or any even little pebble or anything that the back tire can get to, it's gonna go to that as it goes off the jump, and then it's gonna catch traction, and then you're gonna jump real sideways. So I think the big thing there is making sure you've got weight in the foot pegs, right? You want weight in the foot pegs so you get traction to the tire, so you drive all the way to the top of the jump and don't lose rear wheel traction.
Yeah, 100%.
So you don't fly sideways. You don't wanna be flying sideways. The last thing you want to do is fly sideways. The second to last thing you want to do is land with both wheels at the same time flying sideways.
Yeah, I would say being committed too. I think right about here, fear came into the brain and it was just get me away from the bike. And I think you probably loosen your grip up on the bike and didn't throttle out of it either. So sometimes just staying tight with the bike, staying committed, landing on the gas and trying to drive through something like that's gonna help. And I think from immediately right when you landed there, you let off the gas. So just powering through those landings again too is super helpful, staying attached to the bike with our legs.
And something, while we're on the subject here, as you get better as a rider, you start to understand how to counter the kickback of the bike. So you move your body to the opposite side of the bike when you know it's gonna spit back that way to slow down the momentum, right? I mean, have you ever cased a jump and you just push all your weight into it and it doesn't kick back? So it's a pretty common thing and it's learned by landing sideways a lot. So There is a way to control a majorly sideways bike, but it just is one of those things that you have to feel it and have to understand what your body's doing to counter the bike. And a lot of that comes down to just your basic learnings of balance front to back, with your braking, your acceleration, just really learning how to be in balance with the bike and knowing what the bike's gonna do, and then basically making your body counter whatever it's gonna do. So if it has a reaction, you've got to counter that reaction with your body weight to make sure that it's not going to do anything crazy or spit you off the bike. Sounds kind of complicated, but over time it becomes more of a feel thing, and you'll start to understand it. But glad you're okay. Glad you survived. YZ_8005. All right, so we don't know who this is, do we?
No.
The camera guy told us that.
Mystery rider. Oh.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Is he dead? Nope, he's alive.
You
You good fool! Oh gosh, I want to go riding with these dudes.
I like friends like that.
Yeah, you good fool! Oh man, I want to watch it one more time.
Those legs, he did the old flying W. That's a classic start to flying W right there.
Man, he just committed to the front.
He got pogoed off the back of that thing, dude.
Listen to this, listen to this.
Oh, you good fool!
Oh, man,
man.
there's not a lot to break down other than maybe you should just squeeze the bike.
Squeeze that puppy. I think maybe it's probably a little far off the back, and maybe that's why he got a little bit more pogo than expected.
Did you guys notice that the bike landed perfectly? If he would have just been attached to it, he would have been fine.
Would have been perfect.
In fact, let me watch it one more time. This is just a good one. But he did land a little off the track, so that might not have been good. Nah, he would have fell,
Man.
but it wouldn't have been near as painful.
That initial face plant to the handlebars there, that one was a
If
doozy.
that hit his throat, dude, he may not have been good, fool.
No
He
Adam's
may not
apple
have-
anymore. No
He-
Adam's apple anymore.
He may not have been good, fool. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, just staying attached to the bike when you're going up the jump face, especially if it has a kicker, extra grip strength.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's really what counters that input coming back up at you. So yeah, anyway, you got anything for
Yeah, well, he was way off the edge of the jump face here, so maybe, you know, he caught a little edge or something that gave him a little bit of a kick. But yeah, that thing is just pogoed him due to not squeezing with the legs.
He good, fool. All right, well that's it for this episode of Friday Fails. How many episodes have
Why
we
are you
done?
so violent? Always throwing hands at me,
I'm
man.
just- I use my hands
He's
a
not
lot.
as nice of a guy as you guys think. He yells off the camera. He throws stuff.
That is the most wrong thing ever. I've never yelled at anyone.
Never seen him yell.
That was Friday Fails episode number 32?
32.
32. We really appreciate your viewership. If you like this video, we've got plenty more over here. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at the MX Factor. We post really cool stuff there weekly. Like, subscribe, and our Patreon account is desperately needing some help. Thank you. See ya next time. Sorry.
Didn't even
See, I don't
flinch.
even
I
have
ain't
I don't even
scared.
have that in my